Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all had a very cool and good Christmas, got a lot of cool presents, and I hope you came good into the new year. And yeah, it's 2017 now, and I thought I had to do a little bit for you. So I have bought you two first aid kits here. This is the one I usually carry, and the first one I got. And when I was in vacation in Austria, I actually stumbled across this one and thought it was so cool that I had to pick it up. First off, the price of these is very comparable. This was L11 or 12.99 and this one is 30.99, so they are pretty even. And this says it's for hiking, sports and camping, for the fast help, yeah, when you're out there basically. And this one is dedicated for skiing, because we were in the Alps and yeah, you do a lot of skiing there, obviously. So I figured out, okay, if this is for hiking and this is for skiing, there has to be a difference in there, and I wanted to know what it is. So let's open them up and yeah, let's compare them a little bit. So if you turn them around, so when we get started with the packaging, this here is some kind of nylon maybe, or polyester, I'm not 100% sure. Well, it's a basic advertisement, and on the back they give you the contents list, what's on there. So basically wound dressing and a bandage and other stuff, and also two small belt loops that you can carry this on your person if you like, which makes sense, or you can just tuck this onto your pack. And on the other hand, we have this version here, and on the back it tells you Alpine rescue signals and all emergency phone numbers that you need to know. Hope you can see that. And helicopter air rescue signals, the recovery position. So that's a lot cooler than having a contents list. By the way, this comes with a contents list too. This is printed, and inside I just have it here so that you can compare it if you're interested. The one on the right, the red, has a little more content in that it has more plasters and more plaster strips, and it has a dedicated scissor and all that, and also a small first aid manual, which this kind of lacks other than the recovery position printed on the back. But the packaging is better in my opinion, because this is ripstop nylon, so that's not going to fail on you. And also the zipper on this looks a lot better in that the zipper itself is covered, so this makes it a little more water resistant. And what I found particular cool about this, and this is also the main reason why I bought this, is this. It comes with a small knife, and it's actually not a knife, it's a multi-tool. So you have a knife, you have a, come on, I lost the word, and you have some scissors. I'm getting to this in a moment. So now I'm just going to roll these out for you real quick, so you get an idea. This is very quick and easy to deploy. You just rip it open basically, and then all the contents fall out. You can roll this out like so. They come all individual packed in these little pouches, and it's good to see where everything is. It's easy accessible. If you need this or if you need that, just grip it, and you have this little flap so nothing gets lost. I added some stuff to this one because this is what I usually carry. So I added a tampon, I added these little tupfer, and also some extra alcohol prep pads, maybe 2 more plasters, and that's it. The rest is stock wise. Okay, Now let's get to this one here. By the way, this is made by Leinerwerke, so pretty typical German brand. And this is made by Saleva, and this is more the international brand, the outdoors brand. Pretty much every outdoorsman will know this. And this is how it looks when you open it. Comes all packaged up in this little Ziploc bag. And yeah, design wise, of course, and deployment wise, this one here is a lot faster and a lot more accessible. If you take a look at this in comparison to this, you then have to go and will probably rip this back in a stressful situation, and then you have to some way reach in there and get whatever you need and have to do. But for the size of the packaging, which by the way is a little bit more compact, other than it's thicker, the contents are somewhat comparable. We now take a look at the size. You can see this, it's a little bit bigger. I actually measured this beforehand, so this was 16 by 12 centimeters and the thickness was approximately 4 centimeters. And this was a little smaller, I would have to lie, so this is 12.5 by 10.5, but it was thicker, it was about 6 centimeters. And that's of course because of the knife and because this is packed very tight. Okay, now the main difference from what I understand why this is dedicated for skiing is because it has an emergency blanket. So if you're in a cold environment and let's say you hurt yourself and you can't move, someone has a broken knee or whatever, the first priority is to cover him up and save him from hypothermia. So you put out the emergency blanket and then you can go and ask for help and whatever. Talk to the helicopter. Yes, we need help, for instance, or take care of other wounds with the contents in this package. Now, tool-wise, as you can say, you get the very cool multi-tool with this package, which is a little tricky to get out. Come on. Shake it, baby. Jawohl. Okay, there we have it. So very tiny multi-tool. You get the emergency knife, which is, well, it's not too sharp, but you somehow gonna work with it. Well, it's enough for cutting some cordage and cutting a plaster and maybe cutting a band-aid, whatever. And the second tool, if I manage to get this one out, it's a file, nail file. I don't know why I would need this in an emergency situation, but it's nice that it is there. I think it's just because they had the space to fit it. And it has these little serrations on the back also. Also works, has a keychain ring. And on the other side we have the best and most important tool maybe on this multi-tool, which is the pliers, which are actually spring assisted, as you can see. There you go. So pretty cool. So you could easily go ahead and cut up whatever you need, no problem. Very sharp. And for the size, they are also reasonably fast. That's nice. In the other kit, you get these full-sized scissors, which are of course a lot faster, and if you have to get through clothing, Yeah, well, it can be a struggle with these, but of course they're a lot better than the small multi-tool. This is really just for cutting the dressings and get a little something done, and it's sure better than nothing. But I really like the design, and that they put something in there to help you out, and it feels also very well made. It's a complete stainless steel construction, so should be solid, and yeah, it's nice. Okay, yeah, well, no first aid kit is complete without the personal touch, like I said. And yeah, I added these little guys to my personal kit, and I added the tampon, and I also added a survival blanket to it because I could fit it in here. And also some other nice additions that make sense to get out splinters. You can put tweezers in there, full-size tweezers, or maybe a little shorter ones. There are also the survival tweezers, which I sadly don't have an example right now here. And then maybe some kind of painkiller, 1 or 2 tablets. I mean, you're not supposed to do miracles with this, just to take care in the first moment, or if you're a first responder and you have access to this, that you can do a little something. Okay, the video is getting pretty long, so if you're setting up a personal first aid kit, these are pretty good basic sets, and then you can customize them further to your needs. These are the 2 versions that I got, and yeah, I hope you find this helpful, entertaining, whatever. Leave me a comment. See you next time. Bye bye.